first down. Justin Herbert. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. The 20, 10, and across the chalk. Into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 75 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer. I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there. Very similar to what we just saw.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Well, nice return that time. Gets 12 yards back. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. See if he's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Just an unbelievable start. Less than a minute in, they're already up 2 touchdowns. You talk about getting out of the gate fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump up with 2 scores like that in less than a minute's time, your confidence has to be elevated. I haven't even found the right height for my chair yet. I'm still adjusting. You mean you found a way to sit down? I did. I got that accomplished. I'm still standing watching this occur.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson, and he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. This Super Bowl
losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things, and then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team the best chance to win.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Hooked off down at the 10.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
After the turnover, here's Herbert, escaping the pressure right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Matt Judon able to run him down for a loss of a yard. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 62 yards on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Coleman. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Being chased out left. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Gold is able to put it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And they'll let their fullback try and push the ball. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. Touchdown, 49ers. Kevin Coleman, 34 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, just stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over it.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive. That's a quick first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody. Oh, he he just snuck out there, and he just got a nice first down there.
And this is caught inside the 5. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Makes the score Niners 24, Ravens 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Niners take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Herbert, quick pass out wide. And all the way down to the 37. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get it behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. 38-yard line, second and 11. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Cameron Jordan just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Throwing on second and long. Jackson flushed out right. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Jason Barrett brought him down. A gain of 4 brings up third and 13. That's the
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it staring at a third down and 13. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Here's Jackson on third and long. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Johnson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Jackson on first down. Past the 20. And now it's complete. And he is goes into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Gain on the play brings up second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's got room. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv out there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a third and short, 3rd and 1. The Ravens on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Again, this is their fullback. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Jackson. And he finds Stills, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Strikeout wide by Jackson. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and 8 coming up. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. This is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 28, 49ers 20.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw here, Herbert. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
This is Coleman. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's caught. Nelson. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
45-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He'll drop this down to Coleman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Herbert back to the air. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
And Nelson's got it here right side. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 13-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Herbert. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll run here with Coleman out the gun. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
Gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Gold is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the 2nd half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
16-yard line.
Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Jackson. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They go play action with Jackson. Out across midfield, down to the 45. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Opted to run for it, the decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. And for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At their own
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
2nd down and 7. Coleman now. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line.
number 20.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, we talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Nelson left side. And he is out of bounds all the way out near midfield. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flush to his right. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they hand off to Coleman. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up on a safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the Ravens' 41-yard line.
Final minute now of the third quarter. On second down, here's Herbert. Open man right side is Ingram. For 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A rough go there on third down. A loss of 4. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. Fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
The football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Herbert flushed out right. And that is incomplete here.
Herbert on the keeper. Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Results in a 4th.
So on 4th down, trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a fourth quarter lead. And Gold is able to put it through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do something.
That one hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 22. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go. Here's the former Raven fullback, Kyle Juszczyk. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. Now it's a former Raven. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
At the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll go toss right with Coleman. Across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Take it in at the 3. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Now Jackson. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. The Ravens on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Play action. It's Jackson. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead. 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. Calais Campbell on the stop. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They will run again with Coleman. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
Niners 45, Ravens 28. Gold to kick off for San Francisco.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
Even offense set at the line for this next drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to have 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go play action now. Jackson. Chop that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he finds Stills. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.